Good morning, grade 7s. Today we're going to start 10.3, evaluating expressions. After this lesson, you'll be able to model an expression, evaluate an expression, and make a table of values for an expression. I have a link here, which I will post on the Google Slides, which takes you to an awesome interactive resource, and it's kind of like a little game. And essentially, it's pretty good. Recommend if you want some extra practice with solving, things like that, and just doing it a little bit differently than just pen and paper. All right, moving on. Modeling an expression. A variable, just a reminder of some terminology. Variable is a letter that represents the unknown. So X, G, M, and so on. An expression can consist of numbers, variables, and operations, but no equal sign. So we have 6t, 2x plus 3, 6, and so on. All right, so with modeling, we can use cups and counters to model an expression. Each cup will represent a variable. So a cup will represent a variable such as x, and each counter chip will represent the number. So that would be 1. 1 chip is equal to 1. All right, so what expression does this model represent? Well, if cups represent a variable, how many variables? Let's just say C. We have 2C plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is our expression. So this one would be, give you a second, 3C plus 2. All right, now let's model these expressions ourselves. So we have 4B, so that's 4 variables, and we said cups are going to represent variables. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cups plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Same concept here. We have 5K, so 5 variables, and cups represent variables. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and we are taking away, we are subtracting 1, 2. And just for clarity's sake, we are adding 4 up here. Okay, and the last one, we have 2m. So we have 2 variables here. Done. Simple as that. All right. Now, we can evaluate methods in a couple of different ways. Method 1 is using cups and counters to evaluate the expression 2x plus 5 when x is equal to 3. Excuse me. So step 1, model the expression. So we have 2x plus 5 shown here. Step 2, if x is equal to 3, fill each cup, which is representing x, with 3 counters like we have right here. And that shows 3 plus 5. And then step 3, evaluate the expression. So we put all of our counters together, and that gives us 11 counters. Method 2 is substitute into the expression and evaluate the expression which we have done before. So we have 2x plus 5 when x is equal to 3. So step 1, we write our expression. Step 2, we substitute in using our brackets always. So we have 2 times x, which we know is 3, so we substitute that in using brackets, plus 5. Then we solve using BEDMAS. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. We'll do one more example of that. I'll draw it out. Give it a try. 3x plus 2 when x is equal to 2. So, pause the video, give that a shot, play when you're ready. Step 1, write out the expression. Step 2, substitute in our variable with the number that we know using brackets. So that's 2 in this case. Step 3, solve. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2, 8. All right. Now, table of values is a table showing 2 sets of related numbers. Patterns can be described by expressions, which can be displayed in a table of values, which we've done yesterday or the day before. Look at the pattern of squares. It can be described using the expression 2x plus 1, where x is the figure number. So we have figure number is representing x. So for this one right here, if we have 2x plus 1, our figure number is 1. We can substitute in that for our variable. 2 times 1 is 2. Oh, sorry. Plus 1, which equals to 3. One, two, 3. Next one, 2x plus 1. Figure number is 2. Substitute that in using brackets. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. And last one, give this one a shot on your own. Pause the video, press play when you're done. All right. So this is just showing all of that. We have our figure number and our number of squares. Our figure number x and our number of squares using our relation. So 2x plus 1 represents the number of squares in each figure. Can we find how many squares would be in figure 25? Of course we can. Try substitution. So if x, our figure number is 25, we substitute 25 in to 2x plus 1, shown here, using brackets. Boom. That is it for today. I have posted a one last thing. Give that a shot. Submit that to me by the end of the day. You are free to pop in to a hangout if you need. Tomorrow will be some more practice stuff on this. Friday is going to be a bit of a surprise. Mr. Morrison will make an announcement on that. And next week is a very short week. So work hard this week, and next week it's only a 2-day week. So you'll have a long break. Enjoy the rest of your week.